Yeah, bro.
Just, oh, nice. Wait, oh, I gotta clip this. Hold up.
What? Oh, wait, I thought you were like...
No, I just dropped a word inside.
What?
Hi, I'm Timmy, and I dedicated the last 10 months of my life to exterminating every single Crypt Ghoul in Hypixel Skyblock! Anyways, it was back in the summer of 2021. I was playing my favorite game in the whole wide world, Hypixel Skyblock. I would stay up pretty late. I would be grinding dungeons, you know, with the squad. We were all pretty good at the game, if you ask me.
I got the mimic. Wait, what? The mimic? What?
The mimic got you. The mimic got you.
Dude, wait, why do mimics do so much damage?
I was honestly having the time of my life, but the fall started to come around, and unfortunately, I'm a college student. That meant I couldn't stay up late anymore. I had to attend lectures and, you know, study. So I had to come up with a plan. I needed something else to fuel this addiction. One of the things I immediately thought of was grinding Revenant Horrors, as this is something I've grinded before in the past. At the time, I probably had almost 40 million Zombie Slayer XP, which isn't a small amount, but it was nowhere near the top. Despite this, it turns out I was actually number 3 in Crypt Ghoul kills. The people on the top didn't just hop in a private hub and start killing away and spawning their bosses. They used a method called boss trading, or in this case, rev trading. If you didn't know, you could use the combat XP rewarded from killing somebody else's boss to spawn your own boss faster. And in order to boss trade, you grab a friend and you follow each other around and kill each other's bosses. In the past, I have done a little bit of rev trading, but my friends either didn't do that much damage, or the ones that could do a lot of damage were only interested in dungeons. So I was sitting around 600k Crypt Ghoul kills, and I was kind of curious, was there a limit? Could I even max it out? Plus, who knows, maybe I could even hit number 1. So I wanted to start by finding out who my competition might be. I started by looking at the leaderboards for Zombie Slayer XP, and a user at the top of those leaderboards with the IGN WYDM had more Crypt Ghoul kills than me. This made sense though. I remember seeing this player at the top of the leaderboards with over 10 million Zombie Slayer XP before Tier 5s came out. I knew I shouldn't have any issues catching up to them though. They were staying at the top of the Slayer leaderboards, which means they must have been rev trading. So, who else was ahead of me? After searching through the rest of the Slayer leaderboard, I couldn't find anybody else with more kills than me. For a while, I had no idea who this mystery person was. Eventually, I found out about the Skyflower Discord bot, which could produce leaderboards for almost any stat in the game. Finally, I could find out who this mystery person was and why they were so hard to track down. Turns out, it was a user with the IGN Powered by Magic. At the time, they haven't even killed a single Tier 5 rev, and it looked like they just ran around in a young armor set and killed only Crypt Ghouls. Thing is, they were already at 1 million kills. With being 400,000 kills behind, I definitely had some catching up to do. So, classes started. Thankfully, being the start of the semester, I had a pretty light workload. And on top of that, even though my classes were taught in person, we had the option to attend them online. So, I had Zoom on one monitor and obviously my notes on the other. Yeah. Anyways, the point was I was able to log a lot of hours. In about a month, I was finally approaching 1 million kills. I thought maybe I was approaching number 1, so I decided to check and, well, looked like our good old friend Powered by Magic saw me rapidly approaching. And they were having none of that. They were determined. There was no shot I was catching up now. Not only did they still have a 100k lead, but they were managing to get around the same amount of kills I could, if not more. A small part of me thought maybe I should stop doing the revs and only focus Crypt Ghouls like they were, but I knew that would make it a lot less interesting for me. Plus, I was starting to climb the Zombie Slayer leaderboards again. So, I had 2 goals now. 1, I was gonna max out the Crypt Ghoul bestiary, and 2, see how high in the Zombie Slayer leaderboards I could get. It was around October when I learned that each bestiary family maxes out at 41. For your normal mobs, this is at 3 million kills, and for the boss mobs, that's at 3,200. So with the exact number that I needed, I kept grinding. Unfortunately, the workload for my classes did start to pick up, but I still managed to reach 2 million kills by December. At this rate, I was on track to max out the bestiary by February. One problem, the spring semester started and my university decided that classes can be just in person now. With commute times and actually taking notes during class, this had a significant impact. Not to mention the classes I took this semester were a lot harder. Please don't ever ask me to make a finite automata again. Anyways, whenever I had some time available, I continued the grind. Slowly but surely, my Crypt Ghoul kills climbed. I would often just hang out in Discord calls with people while I grinded, and occasionally the calls would get pretty weird. I don't have any daddies.
Oh.
No papa.
No puppy. No puppy.
No papa.
Wait, what's no in Spanish?
No.
Oh, no puppy. Remember, Achem's a child. He doesn't really have like mature thoughts yet.
What?
Yeah.
Penis.
It's like
Take me out to the boat.
You know how they like design those like tornado sirens and like those like disaster? No, so they designed those to like be the most unpleasant sound imaginable
Okay,
to
go
make
on.
sure
on.
that people get up and like moving to like make
Yeah.
sure they get to safety.
Keep going. Go on. Continue what you're saying.
And like that's all really. I just thought it was an interesting fact.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Yeah.
Anyways, Janine's laugh sometimes sounds like that.
Janine, that's so condescension. Like
Condensation. Condensation.
I think I burned calories during that.
Yo, that's like exorcism.
You know, it's worse before because condensation isn't a word.
Exercising. Dude, I got exorcismed when I was a baby.
So, this brings us to today. Starting to come up to a whole year when I started this journey. But finally, July 16th, 2022. I was about 5k kills away and I booted up a live stream for the first time in forever.
Okay,
wait, how close are we?
You're probably
it's
insanely
2!
close.
It's literally 2!
Is it really?
Yeah, it's literally 2. Alright. Who's gonna be the
All
lucky
right,
one?
let's see it.
Alright, there's 1. Alright. It's gotta be a golden one, doesn't it, for the last one?
Yeah, I would do a golden
Yeah.
one.
Boop! Crypt Ghoul 41!
Is it maxed?
I think it's max. Let's actually verify that. It should be maxed. Look at it! It's maxed! There's no more progress! Woo. Yep, I did it. I reached the max Crypt Ghoul bestiary. I would like to give credit where credit is due. Our good old friend Powered by Magic. Yeah, they definitely beat me to this milestone. In fact, they're currently sitting at 5.3 million kills. They're honestly not that far off from maxing it twice. Now, when it comes to the Zombie Slayer XP, I am now currently at 185.9 million, which puts me at number 2 in the leaderboard. So, I kind of lost track with switching between computers, but I'm pretty sure I dropped anywhere between 47 and 50 Ordnance Hearts in total. On top of that, I got a ton of combat XP, putting me at 1.43 billion overflow XP. So, who's number 1 in Zombie Slayer XP? Remember WIDM? Well, even though they recently got wiped, a moment of silence for an amazing profile. They still hold the number 1 position at 216 million Zombie Slayer XP. Absolutely insane. So where does that leave me? Well, Derpy's coming up, and I definitely plan to abuse infinite rev trading during that. Might even livestream a bit of it right here on YouTube. Might make sense for me to focus a bit on dungeons. I've been sitting at Kata 41 for a while, and I haven't really gotten into Master Mode fully. But yeah, honestly, who knows? Hypixel Skyblock is such an amazing game and it has so much to offer. Just, honestly, I could do anything. Except for foraging. I will never freaking foraging. That needs a